have to drink that fruity shit. I can't just drink. I can't pound like straight.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
If I'm gonna drink, I'm straight tequila.
See, I fuck with tequila too. That's the only thing I can drink just regular.
Do I smell mustard? Anything else can't do it.
Tequila. Actually, you know what? Casamigos, that's tequila.
Casamigos is fire.
That's fire.
I gave him one shot of Casamigos in the club. This thing was fucked.
Off of one?
Yeah, I'm not.
Alright, pour it up. So you recording audio now, or you want me to halt
You
on
can
that?
record.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a guest, so shit.
Yeah, just
Open up.
Okay, let's get it.
Or do you want to have a starting point so that way
we can just cut it, right? If we need
Yeah,
to.
I was just recording because y'all conversation was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we can have behind the scenes shit too.
Yeah.
So like
We are live.
Okay. Welcome back to the Wealthy Podcast. It's your boy D and Wealth, and we got a very special guest today. He is a host on the Garcia Diaries podcast. He's also known for Sir Garcia Diaries. My fault. Anthony Garcia, everybody.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening, my guy? It is fucking awesome to have you on here. I appreciate you coming through.
We're actually in his
I actually
house.
appreciate us allowing us to come through to your crib.
We are in our studio where a lot of money is made back here.
Yeah,
a
I feel
lot of
so
money.
like sophisticated back here. I'm like, yo, like, do they allow people with faces like this back here?
Usually not, but we made an exception. Thank you guys for having me. Shit.
Yeah, no, man. And we got drinks here. We're about to hit some shots.
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna get
dive
some
right
happy
into it.
dads.
All right, let's get some Jamerson going.
Yeah, let's get a shot in right now, and then we.
Can I call him the intern? Is that cool?
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
This guy. Yeah, let's get this going, man. First off, let's start off with fucking. You cool? You want to start off with the nanny?
We start wherever you want, bro.
Let's talk about the nanny then.
The nanny, okay?
Oh wait, no. Let's start all the way back. Let's start where, cause it's like how you guys started with you and Bethany and like the journey there, and then we'll get there. How about that? Yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
Chronological order.
So I am one half of the Garcia Diaries. Damn, you trying to get me drunk, huh?
He said it tastes like OJ, so here we go, huh?
Let's do this. Cheers. I gotta baby guard this because this motherfucker filled this shit.
Yeah, he did. I'm over here lightweight as fuck too.
Yeah, I gotta baby guard that.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's lit.
Yo, if that bottle goes missing, then come with me, okay?
Oh, that's really good.
Let's start with how did you and Beth meet? When did y'all meet? And
Yeah, man, talking to Mike, bro. Come on.
Yeah, am I far away from the mic? Okay, there we go.
Are you open to constructive criticism?
Yes.
Because, I'm as humble as they come. I don't like to brag. I don't like to boast. But I feel like Bethany and I have paved a pretty damn good lane when it comes to podcasts. Like, we just did our first fucking show in New York City. Sold out venue. Like,
fucking
congratulations. Like, dude, that's fucking awesome, bro. Let's go,
so
doggy.
I know this is episode 2, but, bro, I'm not somebody that's just like, take, and I'm gonna keep that shit bottled up. If I can help anybody out, bro, I'm all for it. There's enough money out here in podcasting, social media, for everyone, bro. For everyone to eat. If you have an Instagram, you're not trying to monetize or grow your following, you're doing it wrong. If you're just on there to look at naked pictures or post naked pictures, you're doing it wrong. Unless you got an OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Oh,
But listen, everyone is a brand, right? Take my guy, for instance. You may not have a big following, but you may post something. You may have a friend, a cousin, a brother that likes that, and they take your recommendation. We're all influencers when it comes down to it. Some people just play it right. So,
100%.
What was the question again? My fault.
Oh, let's start all the way back. Like, what high school you went to? I know a little bit about your story already, but for people that don't know, where do we start from here?
So I'm actually a native, born and raised in Arizona, which is rare nowadays. Everybody leaves, and then everyone else comes in. Mm-hmm. Born in Tempe, Arizona. Was raised in Tempe, also Mesa as well. So I'm a Tempe Mesa baby.
Oh, okay. Mesa High, that's where I went to.
Went to Mesa High. I bounced around a lot. I went to Glendale High School. Went to Gilbert Early College, Mesa High School, Primavera, Inspire. A bunch of these fucking schools.
There you go.
Bethany and I met in high school. I actually was trying to fuck with her sister. So Bethany's 2 grades older than me. So when I was a freshman, she was a junior. Her sister was in my class. I was trying to holler at her sister. And
my man,
so
honest.
what actually happened was I played basketball. So one of my teammates was dating / talking to Bethany. I don't know. Depends on who you ask the story. I say fucking around because whatever. Was dating her. So I befriended him. It was like, yo, if you hang out with Bethany, then I can hang out with the sister. Kind of like, two for one. In that process, I befriended Bethany as well because I was like, fuck it. I like her sister. Maybe she can put in a good word. In that process, Bethany started fucking with me, and she stole me away from my sister-in-law. So
he just taking the whole gold. He didn't even share with the whole. He just took the whole gold, bro. Damn.
So that happens, and we get together. We end up we have our first baby. I'm 17. I'm a senior in high school. I'm freaking out, bro, because my mom had me when she was 16, and I had always said, like, damn, I'm trying to be different and do things different than her. But once again, bro, I had made some adult decisions, and now I'm in her fucking shoes. And I know what it's called now. It's called breaking generational curses. And I knew I wanted to do things different even as a kid. I just couldn't pinpoint what it was and how I was going to do it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fuck, I'm already 17. I'm a dad. I haven't even graduated high school yet. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I was like, I got to go in the military. I gotta go because they're going to pay for me. They're going to give me housing. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it sounds like a good old treat.
Crazy because that's the same ideal concept I had.
Same.
I was enjoying the Marines, bro. I got denied because I had kids.
Really?
I swear to God.
So that's what I thought I was going to have to do. But, bro, I'm not cut out for that shit. Like, it was going to be the worst decision of my life. And what's actually funny is I won't go into too much Bethany, my wife's story, but her family had bread, bro. Like, the first time I went to her house, she had her own bedroom. Her bedroom was bigger than my house.
What?
There was so my mom has 4 kids. That's who I grew up with. My biological father has, what we know of, 11, 12 kids, probably more. This motherfucker was just getting them out. So I grew up with 4 siblings. We were all 4 siblings in one room. 2-bedroom house. The 4 siblings were in one room. My mom, my stepdad were in the other room. So when I went to her house, I was like, fuck yeah, I hit the jackpot, dog. Like, they got, first of all, every kid had their own room. Like, bro, this motherfucking room was massive. And then her dad got into some shit and, fucked up, ended up going to prison. All that shit was lost. So I thought I hit the jackpot, dog. And that went away. So then we really had to buckle down. He went to prison a little after my second daughter was born, which we had her 11 months after my first daughter. Still had no direction.
Damn, back to back.
Back to back. So
shit, huh?
I was working at UPS. Yes. Bro, we were told that because she was breastfeeding, she couldn't get pregnant. That was a fucking lie.
You know what's fucked up? I was told the same shit.
Lie.
God damn.
So I worked at UPS, and then I started working at Cox. I was a local cable man. And I remember one day she started a blog, and it was strictly a creative outlet. She likes to write. She's a creative person, and she just needed a way to express herself. She started a blog because she has family in California, all over the country.
And that's on what blog? Like,
it was actually like WordPress. Oh, so it's strictly a blog. No social media, no nothing. And she sat me down one day and was like, this is, a few years after having her blog. And she was like, hey, I have some friends that can make money off of social media. I was like, what do you mean? And at this point, we're living paycheck to paycheck. We have a house. We have a nice car. We have everything that the American dream would say, hey, you have this and this, but we were still struggling to pay our bills. Mm-hmm. It was just working to the next paycheck. And we knew, like, this is not how we're trying to live for the rest of our life. We just don't know how the fuck to get out of it. I tried to go to college, bro. I was working at UPS, working from 9 p.m. to 4 in the morning, getting off of work, taking a nap, going to college from 7 p.m. until 4 p.m., trying to get a nap in, then going back to work. You know what I mean?
Grinding, bro.
I thought I had to go that traditional route of get a degree. After one semester, I fucking failed every class because I was falling asleep in class. Was like, yo, school's not for me. I actually think I still owe FAFSA. So if the government comes after me for this,
we're gonna keep it low key.
That's all right.
Can we edit this out?
Yeah, we gotta cut that.
That's all good. I got it. Come get that 500. Don't worry about it. I'll give you 1,000. So she sat me down at the kitchen table and was like, I can make money. Like, I have friends that make money off of social media. this is what I want to do. And she had a couple thousand followers, 3,000 to 5,000. And it was like a lot of teenage moms because she had her first kid at 18. She was now 20. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, there's no fucking way you can make money off of social media. Like, no way. But I was like, yo, if that's what you want to do, like, what do you need from me? And how do we go about this? And she said, I need a camera. I need a high quality camera. Remember, I said we were broke, barely paying bills. I was like, okay, how much is a camera? $300, bro. We couldn't afford it. So she went online and she started applying for credit cards in my name.
Oh my God.
So she could buy this $300 camera. Finally, she got a Chase credit card. The max limit was $300. So she gets approved. She buys the camera. We pay taxes. And, bro, the rest is history. So she was one of the original people to post on social media the real raw side of life. So when Instagram first came out, Facebook, everyone wanted to paint a picture of this perfect life, right? Perfect house, kids clean and hair done pretty every day. Everything was just perfect. So she was one of the first people to post like, yo, listen, motherhood is hard. Postpartum depression is real. My fucking house is dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
my
Stuff
countertops
relatable.
Like all
are
the real
granite.
shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she was one of the original people to do that, and people started fucking with her. You know what I mean? And really gravitating towards her because majority of people don't live a perfect life. Majority of us aren't rich with a white picket fence and granite countertops. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's not
100%.
realistic for most people.
Yeah, nah, fuck no. Not for me.
Especially young parents.
Yeah.
So she got, started blowing up like that. And then her big thing was like motherhood, right? After you have a baby, you see celebrities all the time, Photoshop pictures, maybe not Photoshop, but they have means to go and get surgery, go and get different things done to where they looked exactly the same as they did when they had the baby, before they had the baby. And so that was her niche, and people really related to it, moms, and they started fucking with her, and she just started slowly growing. Fast. She started making money. Fast forward to 2019. So this was probably 2014, 2013 when she brought this up.
Started.
So it's been a long process. It wasn't something that was overnight. Like back then, like it was easier to grow, but you had to keep people compelled and they had to be interested in your content. Fast forward to 2019, she sat me down and was like, hey, like my business is about to explode. I feel it financially. So either we need to hire somebody to watch the kids because she felt bad having to, hey, don't talk to me right now. I'm trying to work. She was trying to find a way to separate her life as a mom to her business. Yeah. Because she was still a stay-at-home parent during this time, and I was still working at Cox. And she was like, we got to pay somebody to help me, or you should quit your job, and you focus on the kids in the house and let me go full time. She's like, I just know that I'm limiting myself by not being available to my business. And for me, bro, right away,
boss moves right there.
Right away, I was like, hell no, because I'm Hispanic, first of all, and I was raised religious, right? Yeah. The man provides, the man has to take care, the man has to do all that. The woman takes care of the house, which my wife's white. She never took care of the house the way she should have from day one. But bro, I was still coming home and cooking dinner just because I was like, listen, I love you and I appreciate you trying, but this bland ass chicken and rice is not gonna do it.
Oh shit!
And so
I need some fucking chilaquiles.
Right, I needed something. And so it took a while, and what actually did it for me was I hurt my back at work, and I had to take some time off because I had a fucking pinched nerve or something, and somehow they messed up my pay. I didn't get paid for 2 weeks that I was off. And every time I brought it up to their attention, they just kind of shrugged it off and was like, oh, yeah, we'll get to it. And that made me realize, like, I'm not a priority to these people, right? Bro, I tried to work through that back pain, the back injury. I tried to go to work. I tried to fight through it. For me, I used to have a badge of honor. Like, bro, if I go to work sick, I'm in the and mind you, I did residential, so I was in customers, 10 to 12 customers a day, sick as fuck, but it was like a badge of honor to be there at work. And I hurt myself at work, and these motherfuckers, they couldn't even pay me on time. So that's when I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll take you up on that. And in that same time, she had a picture with a few other moms go viral on the internet. They were showing their stretch marks. I mean, you had 300 plus pound woman down to 100-pound woman, but it just
Dude,
showed
wow.
all different motherhood, all different bodies, and it showed women comfortable in their bodies. And this shit went viral, bro. The news was at her house interviewing Bethany. Like, this was the first time she really, really went viral.
shit.
Fox 10, ABC 15,
Holy
CBS.
You know what? I think I've seen that. I just didn't.
This was
know it
years, bro.
Yeah.
Sitting on my couch, like, just interviewing her before I go to
God.
work. And so we sat down, and I was like, listen, I think that's something we should do, because I was 23 at that point. And I was like, listen, if it doesn't work, I could always go back to Cox. Now, I was happy at Cox. They took care of us. I could cap out at $100,000, which, you know, I mean, $100,000 back then, bro, like, fuck hell yeah, six
Comfortable.
figures.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
Comfortable.
And that's the thing, is I was comfortable. There wasn't really any room for growth and to really be paid my worth to that company, but the bills were paid. I didn't have to worry about, damn, we can't pay this bill or that bill. All of our needs were met.
Yeah, that's how the United States is ran right now. I mean,
Why
from
not?
a lot of
How you
middle
say,
class
like, how
to
you-
even.
I love how you say, like, you were comfortable. Because one thing I tell everyone, bro, is like, is when you're comfortable is when you get lazy and you get complacent.
I was
100%.
complacent.
Yeah.
Bro, I started working there when I was 20 years old. At that company, you had to put 20 years in, then you could retire. So I could retire when I was 40 years old, and then went and been a custodian at an elementary school for another 20 years. And then when I finally hit retirement age, pulled from 2 pensions. That was my plan, bro. But she was adamant, and for me, it was like, damn, you had already proved me wrong when it came to social media in general, because she told me she could get paid. I didn't believe it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you what you want. Let's see. But I thought she was gonna fail. She proved me wrong on there. I was like, yo, she's exceeded anything I ever thought she could make. Fuck it, why not? So I quit my job. Super Nanny comes calling. Hey, they reach out to us, which is crazy.
Reach out to y'all.
Because for most reality TV shows, you
That's
have to reach out to them. You have to apply.
intense.
They reached out to us. And right away, she was like, no. Nope. And I was like, why not? Bro, think about the brand. Any publicity is good publicity, right?
Yeah,
I went out, I
exactly.
got shirts made that said the Garcia Diaries.
I saw that.
I got
I saw the
hats
hat.
made.
Yeah.
Right? I was like,
I
fuck
saw
that.
the
I'm
hat.
going to use this. I'm going to use them to promote us. And so on a lot of the things, bro, we fabricated. Yeah, my kids were bad, but whose kids aren't bad? Just normal kids shit.
My kids are fucking
Right? The worst thing that happened was my
boy.
son cussed. But you know why he cussed? Because I cussed. Because she cussed. You know what I mean? That's what they hear. And so the process was easy, bro. Like, they interviewed us a couple times and we did it. My whole thought process was any publicity is good publicity. And do I regret doing the show? No, because it helped me as a man so much, as a husband, as a father, as an individual. I hate the show the way it aired, because what they did is they took 30 different conversations we had over that 2-week period and they made it one conversation.
Yeah.
So you rewatch the show and there's moments where a kid's crying when in reality what that camera showed, the kid wasn't crying. So the way they pieced it together, bro, reality TV is fucking trash. So I don't like that, because it made me, I'll admit, I was a fucking dick and an asshole. I'm still a dick and an asshole, just not as bad. But the way the show made me, it fucking...
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, Twitter killed me. And,
Oh,
and
yeah?
I have a tough skin. Like, shit doesn't get to me. Bro, Twitter killed me that night.
What? Hey, I gotta
Thank God
ask,
Elon's
bro,
on
what
that
do
shit, right?
Yeah, Elon, he wasn't there to save my ass then, bro.
What the fuck? Like you said, like they were they like bashing you? Was it the comments? Was it like people reposting shit, or what was it as far as that, bro?
All right, so I know nowadays you're not supposed to say this word. I said retarded in the show. They aired it, and so all of the special needs, everyone was coming at me because I said retarded. And so with the show, the thing that for me what was really good about it is we're talking maybe a month from the point where I quit my job to when we aired. So in that month, bro, I went from being the breadwinner, knowing my worth, not knowing my worth, thinking my worth was in a paycheck, right? Because, hey, every week there goes $2,000, every 2 weeks, $2,000 in the account. The bills are paid, the car note's paid. That was my worth, right? So then it went to me being a stay-at-home dad. I thought, bro, this fucking house is going to be spotless. Dinner's going to be cooked 3 meals a day. When the kids go to school, their uniforms are going to be pressed and ironed. None of that shit happened, bro. The house was still a fucking mess. Everything was still the same, except for I didn't have a paycheck coming in anymore. So my value as a man, I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm worthless at this point.
That's fucking dog. That's crazy. Do you feel like that hurt your pride in a
It
sense?
did. It was all strictly pride, bro. Like I felt like I was contributing nothing to the family. So going on the show, the behind the scenes work that we put in, it helped me realize like, yo, what you're doing for these kids, you can't put a price on that. There's no dollar amount you can put on the impact you're having on your children. At this point, we had 4 kids. There's no price you can put on that, bro. Me being there every day, which is not a norm for the man to be in the house, the dad to be in the house. It's you know, how many stay-at-home dads do you know?
Fuck.
I don't know.
Dog, I was like,
don't
oh,
know.
that fuck me. I honestly, bro, I don't know. Like,
Because it's not the norm,
yeah.
It really
right?
isn't.
How many parents do you know where it's a single mom,
Shit, my
Shit,
baby mama.
somewhere.
right? So in this day and age, more often than not, I don't know the numbers, but parents split up, right? And
Yeah.
then for me, I was a stay-at-home dad, so it really helped me find my worth and realize, yo, you can't put a price on what you're doing for these kids. And you know, I mean, I was verbally abusive. I grew up and I saw physical violence, bro. I used to remember waking up in the middle of the night and my parents would be beating the shit out of each other.
Man,
Shit like that. So,
fuck, I feel that.
so when I was a kid, I always said, yo, I'll never put my hands on a woman, ever. To this day, I've never put my hands on a woman. But what I did was I used my words to hurt her, right? I could go crazy. I cut deep. I'm petty as fuck. And so what I learned was, yo, you're not putting hands on her physically, but what you're doing to her heart and emotionally, you're doing just the same damage. Your son, he sees that. That's how he's gonna treat women. Your daughters, they hear that. They're gonna think that's okay. So that hurt. Like I cried on the show, bro, because I was like, fuck. Here I am thinking I'm better than my dad. I'm better than my parents because I'm not doing drugs. I'm not on heroin. I'm not hitting you.
Yeah.
But I was creating those exact same problems for my wife and my children.
Yeah, I think that's the misconception with men is that we're trying to be better than our dads when we should be the best dad we can be. You know what I mean? I think that's like a huge thing.
And that's what I learned is I was too focused on not being what my parents were, what my biological dad was, what my stepdad was. I didn't realize I was creating the exact same monster in me, just in a different way. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you close that door all the way? Fucking hot air just coming in. You might have to lift it up and push.
Yeah, no, that's
So when did you feel like my bad.
No, you're good,
I don't mean to cut you off, be a dickhead.
No, you're good.
When did you feel like what was the turning point, or when did you start realizing that you knew like you weren't doing the physical abuse, but it was more mental abuse? When that fucking like clicked to you, bro?
Well, on that show, because she was like, Anthony, why do you do that? And I was like, I don't fucking know.
the voice.
Yeah, it's like Anthony, and I was like, I don't know. And so she made me sit there, bro, like 30 minutes, think about it. And I started thinking, like, okay, when my pops wasn't beating on my mom, he was yelling at her. He was yelling at us, right? When he didn't like something, he raised his voice. You know what I mean? So I kind of got down to the root of that, and I was like, damn, I said I would never be like that, but yet here I am, being just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no shade to my parents or anyone else, because the generation before us, they did what they could with what they were taught, right? I think so many people get caught up in, well, my parents did this, that, and the other, and it's like, damn, think about how they were raised. It was a much different generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I look at it as, damn, like, I appreciate you guys, but it fucked me up, and here's what I'm doing to correct it, so that way your grandkids grow up differently, and they see the world differently.
And it gets better. It gets better from there. I mean,
But you got to put the work in.
Dog, you know what's the
100%.
craziest shit is just like hearing you say this shit really makes me look at my situation. Like, I mean, I told you a little about me and my mom's situation, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yep.
I never realized, because I have a video right now going viral on TikTok. It's like me talking about I'm a narcissist and shit. Like, I openly admitted that shit. I never realized where it came from until I started looking at my mom. My baby mom was like, dude, have you seen what the fuck your mama's convinced you of?
Yeah.
I was like, no, like that's my mom. I have to, regardless what happens.
Yeah, no matter
you know,
what,
so
yeah.
like she made me feel bad for things that she did. Like she made me feel bad because she went to jail for her own actions, and that was my fault.
Oh, damn.
Dog, and then like here you like, you know what I'm saying, like realizing like they don't know, like it's fucking me up right now.
Which, I mean, like, yes, that obviously affects you and who you are today because that's how you were raised.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, it's like, yo, my mom's the way she is, right? My
Yeah.
dad's the way he is. I'm going to choose to follow in those steps, or I'm going to choose to not, hey, listen, that's who they are, but that's not who I am. That doesn't define me. And you choose to change things because like, you got two boys, one on the way, right? I think for me and for most parents, we want our kids' lives to be easier. And I'm not saying
100%.
give them everything on a silver platter. No, but bro, my kids, I can imagine my kids waking up in the middle of the night because we're beating the shit out of each other. I mean, I'm beating other ways, but not putting my hands on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and I feel.
they,
Yeah, no.
they may hear a little.
No, that's facts though. You know, no, it's hilarious.
My kids walk in on me all the time. That shit fucking sucks.
And so, like, you know, so we did Super Nanny, and also, bro, if we would not have done Super Nanny, we don't make it through 2020 together because we were still trying to figure out how to coexist together every single day, all day long. Because when I worked at Cox, I was working 4/10s. So 4 days a week, I was leaving 10 to 12 hours a day. I didn't see you when you woke up, and I saw you when I got home from work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a different feeling.
And so 2020, for so many people, you finally had to be with your partner, with your brother or sister, your family, 24/7 because we were all locked in the house.
Yeah, we're all locked in the fucking
I think
house with
for
each other,
us,
yeah.
bro, we would have gone crazy because we weren't forced to be together when I quit my job and we were having issues. Imagine, bro, you can't go out. You can't go to the club. You can't go to the sports bar. 2020 hit. We were stuck at home. So many people got divorced because they really couldn't exist with their partner because they never really had to. Everyone goes to work. You only see each other a couple hours a day if you really think about it. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
So
yeah,
we
sure.
would be divorced. We would have been divorced at this point if we didn't go on that show. So even though, yeah, Twitter killed me and I didn't like the way they put the show together, what I learned on the show, bro, was invaluable. And yeah, obviously, you know, I still make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but it helped us get to where we're at today. And I'll give you a little inside scoop, bro. About 3 or 4 families on that show divorced because of the show.
No fucking chance. That's insane.
That's
dog.
God's
Oh,
plan,
shit.
man. That's God's plan. I took you guys to another level too. With business wise and the podcast, because I seen the transformation. Like I hear the transformation because I do listen to his podcast. Stay tuned. When does it come out?
We drop every Friday.
Every Friday.
Dude, you guys' podcast is fucking amazing.
So we actually started the podcast in 2019.
Yeah.
And I'm heavy and I listen to podcasts, bro, like heavy. So she actually brought it up to me and I was like, nah, what the fuck do people want to hear me talk about shit for? Like, no. So finally I was like, you know what? We'll do it. And we talked about some real heavy stuff, bro. Like, and it was tough because we would record and we'd have great content, but then we'd fight afterwards. So we did maybe 6-8 episodes. And I was like, listen, I don't want to do this anymore because every time we record, we fucking fight. So we stopped. Quit doing the podcast in 2019. And then 2020 hit. 2020 was rough, bro. Like, because she does a lot of ads. And what I tell people who ask, hey, what do you guys do for work? It's advertising in 2022. You know, Walmart would rather give her X amount of dollars. And she shoots everything herself as opposed to paying to film a commercial. They got to pay the crew. They got to pay. You know what I mean? They'd rather give that to Bethany to promote their product. So all it is advertising in 2022. More people are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok than they are watching TV.
100%.
Most people stream nowadays. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
one wants to pay for cable.
Yeah, they rather listen to a podcast and go on cable nowadays. The only time I'm going on cable is for like sports and shit.
Exactly. So I got cable just because I was the cable guy. And I was like, bro, I don't want to watch this shit stream. But most people don't have it. So 2020, how's it going to be like, hey, go to Walmart and buy this teeth whitening kit when people can't even find toilet paper? So 2020, bro, was huge for us. And as far as, bro, we went like 6 months without getting paid. No paycheck, nothing. Good thing, you know, thank God I had put all my paychecks, my last few paychecks from Cox into savings for that rainy day, but we didn't get paid at all. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to go back to work. Like, we're gonna have to figure something out. AT&T, like, they kept extending the phone plan and Cox, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was tough, bro, but you know, we made it through, and end of 2020 is when the business really took off, bro. It was like people were eager to buy shit, and
Those stimmies hit hard, bro.
we didn't even qualify for that shit, bro.
Shut the
Dude,
fuck
you got
up.
how many? 5 kids, right?
We had 4 at that point.
4 at that point.
And then, yeah, so 2020 was tough, but bro, 2021, we fucking shit started going on the upswing. She was like, let's bring the podcast back. And I was like, okay, I'm down, because people kept hitting us up. Bring the podcast back. And one thing about my wife why people love her on top of the other things is she always interacts with her fans. If you send her a DM, she gets 500 DMs a day. She may not see it when you send it, but she'll respond to you. You know what I mean? And people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you responded. But she never wants to get to the point to where she's not relatable. Like, yes, no matter where she grows, the reason why we're here is because the followers and the people that support us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys
giving back to your community.
You
And
guys
so-
connect with the people.
Exactly. And so people are like, bring it back. And I was like, all right, we can bring it back, but I want it to be lighter. I just want to talk about bullshit. And if something comes up, we'll talk about it, but we'll keep it light. And fuck, we're probably a year in. We're signed to a fucking huge podcast network.
Yeah,
That's
so
fucking
congrats
amazing, bro.
to that,
Congratulations
man.
on that
Thank you,
shit,
thank you.
man.
We just did our first live show in New York City, which I was like, bro, how fucking disrespectful it is to send 2 people from Arizona to New York City for a fucking show. But that venue was sold out. People came out. It was dope. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck. If we did 100 in New York, we could do 500 to 1,000 in Arizona. Easy, dog.
Easy.
We need to set this shit up for my boy, man.
But
Oh yeah, when is that coming?
shit, I don't know. We got a little difficulties with the whatever, little back end difficulties. But I mean, it's a blessing, bro. And I could have never imagined social media paying for our lives, bro. We just bought a new house. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, things are rolling, people are fucking with us, and it's crazy, bro, that fucking social media and just keeping it real, bro. Like, and that's our big thing is we keep it real and raw. We talk about fights, we talk about things we go through, shit with the kids, bro. Like, and I think that's why people fuck with us is because yes, everything is curated. There is a line that we choose not to share, but we're still sharing a lot more than other people. And since I quit my job, bro, so many other people, husbands, Instagram, social media husbands have quit their jobs and followed in my footsteps. Now these motherfuckers are walking away from 6-digit income. You know, they come from money, and it's not that hard for them to walk away. But for us, bro, like if I didn't have a rich parent to fall back on or anything like that. Like we really took that risk and it paid off, bro. So it's crazy, bro.
That's God's plan, bro.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Dog, this is crazy, man. Because, you know, honestly, like, as a young dad, how was it, bro? Because, you know, I mean, we all started as young dads.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
let's
saying?
clarify that. I was
my-
a teenage father. You were a teenage father, right?
Yeah, I had my first kid at fucking 18, dog.
I had my first kid at 14 years
Damn.
old.
I didn't even know I could bust a nut at 14.
Yeah, 14 years
What
old.
the fuck?
I had 3 kids by the time I turned 21.
Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think
He just wasn't at school at all, huh?
Yeah, no, he was fucking it
No,
up.
I did graduate.
Same
Florence High
lady,
School.
or how many baby mamas you got?
I got 2.
2 baby mamas.
I'm
Okay.
with the one with my 2 kids. So
the most recent
Let's not
baby
get-
mama.
let's not get
baby
this
mama.
motherfucker in trouble, guys.
Oh, it's all good.
He is married. He is married. He is married. He is married. He is married.
100%.
I am 1,000% single. These guys are married. I am single. Slide in my DMs, please and thank you.
So what's funny is we got married because her dad was a pastor, and for me, half my life my parents were heroin addicts. The other half they were heavily involved in religion. So we thought, bro, God's gonna fucking send us right to hell. So we got married, bro. I was 17 years old. My mom had to go to the courthouse, sign the paper to allow me to get. Like, think about that, bro. Like, how fucked up was my mom? Like, if my son came to me or my daughter was like, "Yo, dad, I need you to sign this paper to get married," I'm like, "Nah." Like, you could wait a year, and if you still feel that way, you can sign that fucking paper yourself. But so I was married at 17, bro. Like,
God.
because I thought that's what I had to do because that's what religion says. You know what I mean? And
That is crazy, dog.
and that in itself, trying to deconstruct from religion says and find who I am, bro. That's been another battle in itself, which we've been able to do. But
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah, I'm just getting into religion. I never had it in my life. Like, my parents actually were the total opposite. So I'm getting into religion, totally coming in as a complete sinner. I'm coming in as a Christian. I'm not Catholic but
I mean, shit, we go to church together, dog.
Yeah, we go to
Sunday,
church.
Yeah, it's fucking lit. I'm
Yeah.
Christian, cuz.
all right.
but
So
we all know we're sinners, so you know what I mean. So that's how I go about it.
So I think that's dope, and Bethany and I have had conversations. I think finding a religion as an adult is better than as a kid, because as a kid you just do what you're taught.
Yeah.
But I remember being 5-6 years old at kindergarten, 6-7, coming home from school and none of my family was there. I thought the rapture happened, bro. Like, I was 6 years old, like, fuck, damn it, I shouldn't have checked out that little girl. I'm a fucking sinner. You know what I mean? And just shit like that, bro. So like for me, that hardened me so much because I was like, bro, I'm going to hell. There can't be anything worse than going to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so my oldest is 9 years old. I couldn't imagine her having that fear on her, but that's the religious trauma that I grew up in. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, I'm going to hell. You think I'm scared of anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think as an adult, because you're able to make your own decisions, and if you don't agree with something, you're able to be like, yo, I don't agree with this. Whereas when you're a kid, you just got to do it because you got to listen to your parents and whatever they're doing. But yeah, I don't really fuck with religion, bro. But I got a question for you guys. I listen to your podcast, but how does that work? Because he's totally not anti, but against everything Christianity goes for.
Oh yeah,
like
my
as far as
complete
like
look.
the judging and
It's
his
fucking
life.
awesome.
Yeah, the whole lifestyle
So
that you got
how does that work? Or maybe you just go to a dope ass church that you're not taught that. You know what I mean?
We're not. I don't think that, because the first thing is you're not supposed to judge anyone, and that I go by.
That's what they say. But this the worst people I ever met were church people, bro.
100%.
I tell my kids all the time, here's why we don't go to church. Because church people, 6 days a week, they treat people like shit. They judge people. They live horrible lives. But on the seventh day, they get dressed up real nice, put on their suit and tie,
And a fake
and they
ass
act
fucking
holier
smile.
than thou. And I tell my kids, listen, us in the Garcia household, we're the same people 7 days a week. So if you cuss at school, you better cuss at home. Because guess what? I don't care, but you got to understand there's consequences to your actions. You could do whatever you want. You hear me cuss? That's fine. If you choose to repeat these words, that's fine as well. But remember, there's consequences to their actions. We're the same 7 days a week. And that's like when I have conversations with my kids, because my parents are still heavily involved in church. I'm like, listen, you can go with your nani and tata. That's fine. But just understand, majority of church people are
Don't
the worst people
But
ever.
I think that's how I take it as is exactly how you're raising your kids is how God raises us. Is that same token. Like there's consequences to what you do. You're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. But there's consequences in what you do. And that's what the thing is with life as well. So like I don't let that with me, I'm not like that let's get dressed up on Sunday, but let's sin the whole 6 days. I am who I am and that's who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that if I do go to hell, I do go to hell. But I do know that Jesus,
I don't mind
there's a
actually
higher
going.
up than me. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's really the belief is that there's a higher up than me. You know what I mean? The religion part of it is that I like listening to the word. You know, that's really what it is. Not the morals that you say. Because honestly, in church, that person's morals and that person's morals are probably two different types of morals. You know, one's really strict with it, one's really light with it. What's the go-to?
Well, that's my thing is, like I said, her dad was a pastor and I went to a different church. So I went to my parents and was like, hey, I want to date her. I want to date Bethany. They didn't respond. They took me to the pastor. They're like, hey, pastor, like, he wants to date her. And he was like, oh, she doesn't go to our church. You can't date her. And I was like, oh, but he's a pastor. He's a Christian. He's like, no. So what I learned was, like, anybody can read the Bible and interpret it however they want to. You know what I mean? And that's for me where it's like, I'm not going to go to church and listen to somebody who's reading it a certain way. Like, I'm going to do that on my own. And I'm going to raise my kids to be good humans, treat people with respect and kindness. Because... shit, I mean, what I imagine Jesus is he wasn't with the church people. He was with the sinners, the people that were in the.
That's exactly what he was
bro.
with.
So that's how I raised my kids. Is like fuck what they're doing on Sunday. Let's do that shit 7 days a week. So I don't know. I just found it funny, or not funny, but just thought like, how does that dynamic work? Where this motherfucker like so Welt's my barber. That's how we even met. I'm exhausted after I leave a haircut hearing his stories. Because I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you manage to do all this shit? Because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Like, I'm exhausted listening to him because this man is wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Try
Like-
going out to a club. Have you been to a club with him before?
No, I haven't. I will not go to a club with him because before his Snapchat got taken away, I was like, this motherfucker just...
Oh, I had you on my Snapchat.
How is this motherfucker at the club? Now he's at the casino. Now he's at church. Like, how? You know what I mean? Like, I lived through this food. Like,
For real, bro.
and that's
And you
totally
know what? You know what my biggest thing is, bro? Is I tell you when I fucking the reason why I hate the phrase YOLO so much is because everyone's like, yeah, you only live once. No, motherfucker, you live every day. You only die
You
once.
right? You right?
You know what? So that's why I'm like, bro, I gotta live life to the fullest extent where there's traveling. That's why I go fucking Miami or I go anywhere. I would do anything bro, I would do anything and everything, bro.
I know.
Just because I can look at my kids like, yo, your dad did this, this, and this, and that's why I tatted my face too, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, dad did this, this, and this, dropped out of high school and all that shit, and look, he still fucking made it.
Yeah, yeah.
No one can tell me shit, bro. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I go to church, I know, bro, I go to church all the time. I go to church every Sunday, and I get looked at crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, our father's
can't-
looking
yeah.
down on him like, that's my
bro,
little
like,
badass, bro. That's
Yeah,
my
I'm like,
little
bro,
bad-
like, what you gonna do? You gonna keep judging me, dog? Like, I ain't tripping, homie. Like, you have nothing to do with my life.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna go home with your kids and your wife.
Yep. No, you're right.
I'm gonna go home, my baby mama, my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go back to doing the same thing. I'm the same man every day of the week. I'm the same man in church. I'm the same man in the hood. I'm the same man in the barbershop. I'm the same man in the club. Stay true to you. That's the only thing I'll tell them.
Hey,
bro.
I fuck with that.
100%.
Speaking of which, I need another shot, man. That shit was really fucking.
That shit was
good.
bomb.
That shit was bomb. You want
Could
to
you
get another
please?
one? How you feel? You good?
I'm good.
You good? Okay, we're gonna have to eat after this. Speaking of eat, some ass to eat.
Could you definitely?
Speaking of which, dog, do you?
Somebody had a question. Hand him the mic real quick. No, it was him. He had a question. I feel like
our producer.
I feel like this is a good.
My guy in the back filming.
if
He's
we
the one
don't-
recording all this shit for us. Shout out to my boy LB right here.
If
He's the
we don't
goat.
have the answer, I'm sure one of your listeners or somebody can give
I
us
gotta
the
hear this
insight to
question.
this.
I gotta hear this question.
All right, so this was off camera. We was talking. I'm not gonna go too much in detail, but we want to answer this while on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So how do you go about a girl eating your ass?
Oh, eat my ass? Oh,
Eating your ass.
Look, it's simple, bro. I remember the first time I got my ass ate too. It was my baby mom. Shout out to my baby mom for licking my ass. So how it happened, bro, is it started at first. I was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You hear on porn. Like, I watch porn all the time. Me and my baby mom, we watch porn. We'll fuck while we watch porn. My household is sick, bro.
Oh, so y'all freak.
Nah, yeah, we had threesomes and everything, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lit. It's awesome. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. I got some videos. Anyways, so like I asked, I was like, yo, like, can like I eat your ass? You know what I'm saying? I listen to Kevin Gates all the time. I was like, yo, I gotta lick this booty. Look, in the famous words of Crip Mac, I ate ass the first time, been eating ass since. And I was like, damn, I was like, yo, that shit was like, that shit turned me on.
But your
licking her
ass.
I was like, I looked at her, I was like, yo, can you eat my ass? Bro, it took her until to get drunk as fuck till she ate my ass,
Really?
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, look, fuck that shit. Every guy's like, I would never. Bro, let your fucking, get your butt licked, dog, and I guarantee you.
Now-
look.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. But
I mean, I thought you were
It's
gonna
amazing.
say like you just asked her and she just went in for it. I was gonna say that's a different type of woman.
Yeah,
So-
no. I mean, like, it took me a little convincing. She's like, I gotta make sure you're not gonna cheat me. I was cheating the whole time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a piece of shit.
She was worried about that. She wasn't worried about the dingleberries or the cleanliness of it. Damn.
Oh no, I shower real good, dog. I mean, I shower great. I mean, shout out to
he's
Dove.
a barber. He be.
So that was the first time, but how?
I got my ass ate last night.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, I don't want to put you on blast, but are you in a committed relationship right now?
No. But
So
like
you
that's my shorty, but that's not my shorty. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I'm saying, but like, how many women, you know, on a monthly basis would you say you sleep with?
My body counts at 120.
120. So that's what I'm saying. Let's say 60 of them ate your ass. That's a conversation
They
you have to have
all-
60 times.
No, I don't. It's not even a conversation no more. I'm like, yo, you're gonna eat my ass or not?
And then what happens if they say not?
Oh, I put my pants back up and I walk out the fucking door. Like, what the fuck? No, look, real shit. Okay, hold on. Let's get these shots going.
Pass the
Let's-
bottle. Pass the
Let's
bottle.
let's get this one.
I want
going.
that one. Yeah,
You want this one? You want the
the
Jameson? Okay, let's run this Jameson back. I mean,
Yeah, you
it's
good.
just simple, bro. Because to me, it only makes sense. I think it's fucked up if I gotta be eating ass. What the fuck is this? This is half.
wanna take a break?
You want to take a break?
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Yes, take a break.
Oh, stop it.
I just fucking dropped some of this Jameson.
Salud. That's all good.
It's like
Fucking up.
every pod you drop something.
I'm always dropping some shit.
Yeah.
But never the ass or never the soap. Here we go.
Oh
Salud.
man, you drink it.
Motherfucker, you're
I already said salud.
this fucking guy.
All right, so that's the deal breaker. Because I'm gonna be
That
honest.
shit's so
So
good.
last year we made 6 figures off of sex toys.
That's fucking
What?
raging.
And
Okay, let's get deep
Can
in
you say
that.
that one more time?
6 figures off of sex toys, meaning Bethany has a contract with the sex toy. Dame, shout out Dame. If you haven't used sex toys, or if you use sex toys, you got to check out Dame. But anyways, she gets 20% of every sale using her code. So we made 6 figures off of that 20%. They made however much they made. But sex toys, for us, I mean, we had kids back to back. Our daughters are 11 months apart, which means my oldest daughter was 2 months when she got pregnant. Y'all know maths? That's math. And
I don't know math.
My sex drive is fucking high as fuck, dog. Like, that's just me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, same here.
And
testosterone's up there.
So she had the 2 kids back to back, and I could kind of tell like the sex wasn't the same, bro. And me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, sex isn't fun for me if my partner is not into it or pleasured, right?
100%.
Me just laying there with the starfish and getting off, that's not fun to me, bro.
I fucking feel
And
that
so, you know, I kind of saw that, hey, the sex wasn't the same. And then she got pregnant with my son, had my son, and her sex drive was non-existent, right? I'm still trying to fuck every day. She just had her 3rd baby. And, you know, I thought it was me. Like, damn, my shit shrunk. Like, I'm a little bit fatter now. Am I not sex? Like, she just didn't want me anymore. So,
shrimp gang.
and I was like, I went to Google. I was like, yo, my wife doesn't want to have sex with me. I typed in.
Wait, dead ass just like that? You typed in just like that?
Because I didn't know what to do, bro. Like, I tried rose petals and candles and chocolate and
different positions,
and it just, her sex drive wasn't there. It was non-existent. And it was like, try sex toys. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'll never use sex toys, bro, ever. And then I kept researching it, and it was like, you know, a woman's body goes through so many hormone changes, and her body literally is not the same, right? 100%. She just fucking gave birth times 3. Finally, I was like, listen, like, our sex game's kind of weak because I'm just nutting and that's it. And I was like, to me, that's not enough, bro. Like, this is my wife. At this point, we've been together 5-6 years. This is the love of my life. We're going to spend the rest of our life together. And I was like, we got to figure this out. So I went to fucking Castle Mega Store, little sex stop in East Mesa.
That fucking place.
Oh, shit.
And I walked in there, big ass 6'6" security guard woman, just, let me see your ID. Check my ID. And I bought some shit. And ever since then, bro, that was the start. And you know what I mean? I can never do what the robot could do, bro. Simple as that. And so for me, I was like, listen, how do I incorporate the robot with us as opposed to me feeling like, damn, she don't want me anymore. And that's how we introduce sex toys. And so that's one of her big things is she talks about using sex toys and how, listen, it's nothing against me. It's just her body went through so many changes. And, bro, why wouldn't you want to hit that ultimate peak as a woman while having sex? You know what I mean? Like, for men, it's easy. We just bust the nut. I mean,
and we go to fucking sleep.
That's what I'm saying. Fellas, anyone else in here have anything else happen to them when to hit that climax?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm fucking 3 minutes, 3 inches, done.
See, I be going like 2 hours, dog.
What the fuck?
I'm not here
with
for
them 6.
I'm not here for a fun time. I'm here for a long time.
Wait,
God,
nah, bro. Hold on, we gotta run that shit back.
Then,
nah, bro.
That's why I don't understand why I'm so fat, because I be getting that cardio in.
2 hours. Yeah, that's
bro. 2 fucking hours.
2 fucking.
That's
hours.
a fucking
Not
marathon,
every night,
bro.
but you know,
that's a fucking marathon, bro. I can watch Law and Order like that. If I can watch a few.
Yeah, we get a couple episodes in. But so we took that, and then she started speaking on that, right? And then we had this partnership. And that shit blew up. But what's funny, bro, is in this Instagram social media space, there's so many content creators. I don't want to just say women because it's forever all that really don't live their truth, bro. She gets DMs from high end people, verified, hundreds on millions of followers. Are like, yo, I bought this. Thank you so much. It's changed our sex life, but they never talk about it because people, there's a fucking cloud over sex. You know what I mean? Like, once I got the pride away from me, and to this day, people are like, oh, you ain't hitting it right, and I'm like, bro, like.
You ain't been through what I've been through.
Motherfucker, I had 3 kids before a vibrator ever got introduced. I was doing something right. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking say.
Those same people probably aren't in a relationship either, where it's like
But there's influencers that hate on that. Oh, how could you talk about sex toys? I would never.
See,
and it's like, damn, we made 6 figures off that motherfucker last year. Like,
I love how you guys
at a
talk
minimum.
about shit. I just fucking love how you and Beth talk about shit that's like to like the normal person. You know what I'm saying? Or like to the white audience. How like some people take the conversation, like, even like we're having now. Like some people take this shit as uncomfortable.
Exactly.
But dog, this is the real life truth. Because when you go home, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You're in there. It's like your girl ain't feeling the same.
But
we use toys. Me and my baby mom, we use toys.
And that's for her, right?
Yeah,
the toys do nothing for me.
That's just whack as fuck.
It's when I can realize, damn, like she's really getting off right now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now I'm gonna get my shit. You know what I mean?
That should turn me fucking on,
That's
bro.
it. Like
I go at 120.
Like I said, bro, I don't want a starfish just laying there.
Yes, right.
I go to the bathroom and finish myself off if that's the case. You know what I mean? But that's also another avenue. Like I said, six figures off of fucking sex toys, bro.
I gotta ask, dog, you ever use like the like Viagra, Cialis, Bluetooth? You ever used that shit before?
I haven't. So we did a Vegas trip last year for our anniversary, and I bought a Rhino. But it said like you could have a hard on for 48 hours, and I was like, nah, I'm not trying to have that.
That's just cap, bro.
Oh, that's not true?
Nah, bro. I mean, I don't know, me personally, bro. I take the fucking risk. Okay, so look. I used to do cocaine. You know, I used to do coke and shit. I had this one chick. I was like, dude, my dick was not getting fucking hard. It was whack.
See, I've been off of weed, and my shit don't work.
What?
Like an edible, like a strong ass edible.
Oh, no, edibles.
Yeah,
I get
that shit
paranoid
ain't-
and I fucking like start throwing up. I
Dude,
freaking out. I'm
sometimes
like,
I
yo,
start seeing shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
It's like some
I
fucking
don't
psychedelic
I don't
shit.
see shit.
You
Sometimes
ever
my
done
shit
psych?
just don't work.
You ever done
Nah,
psychedelic?
only I've
Really?
ever done is weed and cocaine. Done cocaine
You know what?
once.
And next time I cut your hair, I'm gonna put like some like mushrooms inside like the aftershave and just like so like, you know, have a good day.
He ain't never coming back.
Figure it the fuck out.
Figure it the fuck out. He ain't never coming
But
back.
nah, bro, like I don't know, bro. Like I just hate how a lot of people be like, you know, like they don't. I would never use toys. I'm like, dude. Ever since me and my baby mom used toys, I was like, I bought her first
So
vibrator.
that's what I was gonna ask. How did that come about, or how were text? Because as teenagers, when we learn about sex, we don't learn shit about sex toys. Like for me, a sex toy was an indication that you weren't hitting it right. Like when I was younger, that's what I thought.
That was like the.
That's what I thought. But
Yeah.
now as a mature adult who uses sex toys, promotes sex toys, bro, it's a threesome every time. Me, her, and the robot.
I love threesomes, bro. Threesomes are fucking amazing. If you guys haven't had a threesome, look.
You're fucking missing out.
Yeah, it's fucking
You're
missing
fucking
out.
missing out.
I can't speak for these two guys. 'Cause
I
I don't
never
know-
had a threesome. Listen,
Let me not get this guy.
I
in
might
trouble.
be old. You're not gonna get me in trouble. I'm old. I'm one nut and I'm done.
Really?
That's it, bro.
You know, I need about like 15 minutes in between each nut, and I'm like cool.
I don't give myself time. I just nut and that's it.
Yeah, you just go to sleep. You know what? That fuck, dude. I'm like tired because like I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I was getting head. And I was like, what the fuck? It was her. I was like, all right, lit. Keep me up all fucking night. Dog.
Yeah, see that's the difference
bullshit.
between us two is that we don't got like 120 fucking bodies coming
what?
through.
Fuck you guys. Okay, you know what? It's at 1:30
God damn, bro.
as of last week.
Wealth Chamberlain over here.
Yeah,
Damn.
No. Fuck you guys. I get checked all the fucking time. I'm good. Like I'm not burning.
I get checked all the time. Fuck.
But damn, Dave, like, come on, what you got? You got nothing to say about this? You just hit it and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, just gotta keep going about your day. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm not proud. I'm very proud. I'm proud of myself.
You're proud of yourself.
I'm very fucking
No.
proud.
Yeah, everybody's proud
But
of
why-
their own things.
Why you're proud of yourself, but why not be? If you're gonna be a whore, be the best whore you possible, right?
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
of course. Clean sex, bro. I'm
Like,
always
don't-
getting tested. You know what I'm saying?
Whether you're tested or not, I'm just saying, like, whatever you're gonna do, barbering, right? You do want to be the second best barber in the shop.
I'm the best barber.
That's what
of
I'm
these
saying. You want to be the best barber in the shop, right? So if you're gonna be a stripper, be the best stripper. If you're gonna be a sugar mama, if you're gonna be a prostitute, be the best. Like whatever it
hey.
is you decide to do, be the best of it. You know what I mean?
Put some
Like,
fucking
listen,
pride in your fucking shit. You hear me?
I'm no judgment over here. Like my wife does confessions on every other Tuesday, and
I've
people,
seen those
I've
confessions,
seen that
though,
shit. That shit's
dude.
dope.
the white people do the craziest shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
I see some of the
Bro.
confessions, and then like there's some confessions you guys can't talk about on IG because IG's strict.
Oh yeah.
Yo, if you guys think Instagram is strict, fucking TikTok is horrible.
Which is why, bro, that's one of the things we incorporate in our podcast is confessions. We talk about the confessions that if she put it on her story, Instagram would take that shit down and remove her account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys would get fucking
So
canceled
on
for
our
half this shit.
podcast, we go in a little bit deep dive and we
Yeah.
talk about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back to that. White people are crazy as fuck. I worked at or I kind of still. I guess I'm a. Anyways, I used to work at Mountainside Fitness.
Okay. You still got the
And-
plug over there or what?
Yeah, I still got the plug over there. So I'm like a sub there. I don't work there, but if I ever need to go back, I could. And I get a free membership, so it's pretty. It's
That's
pretty
what's
lit.
up.
But these people that come in are usually like, especially in Gilbert, usually rich white people. And
No discrimination.
Yeah, no discrimination. One of my homies that worked on the front desk with me, he was saying that some guy came up to him and his girl, to go to this like orgy party that they were having, bro.
They're awesome.
They're like 40 to 50 years old and they're having these orgies. I'm like, God damn, and in this huge mansion and shit. I'm like, these people are fucking nuts.
See, when I said white people are crazy, there's some facts behind that because they submit these confessions, right? But you can click their profile. You can see who they are. Like, oh, I'm cheating on my husband with his brother.
Oh,
then you go on their page and the last, 3 hours ago, they posted a picture with their husband. Like, damn, I feel like I gotta kind of warn somebody, but hey, I'm on my business, yo.
Yeah, but
Bro,
Fuck,
you know what?
bro.
All right, fuck it. You know what? I'm probably gonna get in trouble from this, but it
oh, come on, now you got it. Say it.
I fucked this chick, her mom, and her daughter at the same time, dog.
Chick, her mom. Damn, they was just
Your
incest,
fucking life,
huh?
bro.
Yeah, bro. Look,
God
look, hold
damn.
on. Oh, look, and they
It's
were
like a
white, so
porno.
it fucked me. No, it was just like Pornhub. That's why I like. It was going on. We was fucking. It was great. Macaroni noises, the whole nine, bro. It was awesome. It was great. Great pussy all around, bro.
Every one of them?
What do you mean every one of them? It was only two of them, dog. So I mean, I was fucking both of them. The mom, the daughter, I was fucking both of them simultaneously.
You got two dicks or what? How?
Well, no, like, I was like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you was just Energizer Bunny.
Yeah,
huh?
bro, exactly.
Yeah, I'm too old and too fat for that shit.
Nah, bro, I was like first 18, had my own apartment, and I was getting it in, right? Well, fucking threw it off. This was the turning point. I was like, y'all need to get the fuck out my apartment. And she looked at me. She's like, I love the way you fuck my daughter's pussy. I was like, this shit is Pornhub. This is y'all need to get the fuck out. She's like, I love the way you eat my mom's ass. I was like, you know what? This is too fucking much. Yeah, you see how you look right now? That's exactly the way I fucking
bro.
looked. Oh,
Like
dude.
I said, like this man,
Where's
he
Jesus?
He lives enough for myself and probably D.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
for
Honestly,
sure.
if we had a reality TV show in my life, bro, it'd be enough to like
That shit would not be able to
my show
be
would
aired,
air
bro.
longer than the Jersey Shore. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that shit would be like on HBO where you have to buy
That's-
like a subscription and shit like that.
That's why I've been
I'm
trying to tell
OnlyFans.
you, OnlyFans, bro.
I have OnlyFans. Dog, I can show you some of my shit. My shit's crazy, bro. I would look honestly, bro. I look. So you want to talk about some uncomfortable shit? I feel like a lot of guys are like, oh no, I have a big. No, dude, I have a little fucking dick, bro. I'm proud of it.
No, that's good. Be
Yeah.
proud.
No, like I have like a straight up shrimp, bro. And my dick's tatted too, so it's like when
Oh, tell that story, bro.
Tatted
Tell
too.
that fucking story. To
Hold
be,
on, because okay, I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take you on your word on this one. You say you got a little dick, right? So, were you hard during the appointment, or how? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I'm just trying to think.
yeah,
Like,
no,
how
my
do you fit the tattoo?
Actually, my ex tatted it.
Oh.
So she sucked my dick like so I could stay hard as she tatted it. And I didn't feel nothing as she was sucking my dick. But as soon as she caught me recording, she stopped sucking my dick and I felt everything instantly. Dog, look. So I mean, you got some ink, right? So you kind of imagine that on your dick. Future dick
never
sleeves coming
happen.
soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll be posting them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing as a barber, as a podcaster, bro? Adult film industry.
yeah, that could.
I honestly
be the
have a
move
little
for you.
dick, and I feel like I'm not shy because I have like fuck, dude. My phone looks. I have more fucking porn on my phone than fucking Pornhub itself, dog. I'm a whore. Honestly, I fuck. You know what? Did I ever tell you this? I told you the story about how I fucked my homie's grandma, right?
I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's just fuck. bro.
Yeah.
Is it still homie to like today? Is it still homie today?
You know what?
Because if it is, just
I'm just
move
getting
on.
a shot.
Just
I'm too
move
sober
on.
to even tell this story.
Just move on.
Nah, dude. I was fucking the homie's grandma. Like, she was sucking my dick, right? She took her dentures out. Oof. I got gummed the fuck up. Yeah, let me get a shot. I'm too sober to tell this story. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty fucked.
Damn.
I hope this nigga don't see this
Wait,
fucking.
hold on. Let me situate this real quick. You got a Kyler Murray, which is go Kyler Murray, go Cardinals, shirt on, but you got these Philly shot glass right here.
Yeah, what the fuck going on with the Philly shot glasses?
I'm
dog?
an Eagles fan.
How? Aren't you born
where?
and raised in Tempe? Where's
Born
the
and
love
raised,
at?
but you got to remember, dog. Like
Pour my bottle.
Arizona sports haven't always been.
No, I'm good.
You know, they haven't always been something to be proud of.
I agree.
And so when I was a kid, you know Donovan McNabb, right?
Yeah, the
He
legend.
lives out here in Arizona.
He lives out here, yeah.
So I ran into him a couple times, and I was like, fuck it, I like McNabb, so I like the Eagles. And once McNabb left the Eagles, I was like, yo, I'm already a Eagles fan. I named my daughter after Jake Elliott, the kicker. We won the Super Bowl. But I'm not a hater. I support individual brands. So
no.
Kyler Murray, he's got his own individual brand. I fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But if the Eagles aren't playing the Cardinals, I root for the Cardinals.
All right. I get you. I'm a heavy NFL fans, especially for the Cardinals. So, you know, I had to ask.
So you've been heartbroken a lot.
I like the Seahawks.
What the fuck?
Hey, look.
Hell
Fuck
no.
you. Okay, look.
Hell no. How the fuck?
Hey, you know what? Fuck you sideways. How
random,
about that?
dog.
No, look. No, like, I like the Seahawks.
But
Fuck the
why?
Seahawks.
Oh, you from that part of...
No, fuck you. I'm from Oregon, so, like, we don't have...
That's the same
Yeah,
corner,
as I said, that's
bro.
where you guys come from. I get it.
Nah, but I grew up in L.A.
See, yeah. That's
So
what-
technically, I should like the Raiders like
But
every
how-
other
but
Mexican.
remember,
no offense.
how
Okay,
old are
to
you?
my beans out there.
Or-
How old are you?
I'm 21.
So there was no LA team when
Yeah,
you were
there
growing
wasn't.
up.
No,
So it makes sense. It makes sense.
Not even that, bro. Because I grew up... Okay, look. You know what? Fuck this shit.
But
You
how
know,
come
we're
you're
just-
Chicano and you like Seahawks?
I know. How the fuck does that work out with you? Are you gonna get that? You should get that tatted on you. That'd be really confusing.
You know, I have a lot of space more for tattoos. You know, I'll get your fucking name tatted. You know, who wants to get tatted? Let's go get tatted right now.
Motherfucker, bro. Easy enough. No, yeah. Fuck Seahawks. Go Cardinals.
You're tripping, dick. Anyways, Anthony. So back to you and Beth. So how do you guys feel like throughout like all the years now, bro? Like, how do you guys like looking back on everything? How do you guys feel? Like, do you guys like, damn, would you do it any fucking differently, or what would you do now? Or any advice you give to anyone like fucking like my age, or anyone who's a teen dad?
Would I do it differently? No. But I'll say for me, I cause a lot of stress and arguments because I was so insecure, especially when I quit my job, in myself as a man, as a husband, that I created issues for us. I'd be like, oh, well, how much money's in the account? And I'd look at the bank account, and if it wasn't at a number that I found was adequate, I'd cause a fight. So it got to the point where she was like, look, give me your phone. She deleted the bank app. She changed the password, and she was like, you don't need to be looking at that. She was like, if I feel that, you know, we're at a point to where we're not going to make it anymore, I'll tell you so you can get a job. So she actually had to be like, yo, give me that. Because that's one thing. When I quit my job, I worry, like, bro, how are we going to pay the bills? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Because in social media, how it works is it's called net 30, net 60, net 90, which means if you post the ad today, right? If you go to work today, this week you put your 40 hours in, you're going to get that on the next paycheck. In social media, you get paid either 30 days from the posting date, 60 days, even 90 days if you got a shitty representation. But we do 30 days. So whatever she posts today, that's coming in July, June. You know what I mean? So for me, I couldn't see that. I'm like, bro, how come you posted all these ads, but yet our bank account still looks like this? And she was like, listen, trust me, I got this. I know what's coming. I know this. I know it. So she took that away from me. But me being insecure and I feel comfortable talking about that now, it caused a lot of problems.
Bro, she's verified shit. She's
That's what I'm
verified
saying, like-
on
So,
Instagram and as a wife for you, bro. That's dope. That's awesome. Because honestly, I do know the feeling of that because I am a real estate agent. So it does take a whole process for me to get my check. It takes until we close. So it could be like two 2 weeks to like a month, maybe even 3 months, just depending on everybody's situation like that. So
yeah, and honestly, I don't really. Cause, I mean, I get paid on the fucking
Every day.
spot. Yeah, I get paid every fucking day. So that's why like I blow money every fucking day. So now like, since what I'm saying, you said like what I'm saying, you guys get the 30, the 60, and the 90.
Not anymore. 90's cut out, dog.
90's cut out.
We got high end representation.
There you go.
Hey, my boy,
go.
I stepped it the fuck up. So now, like, did you feel like, what I'm saying, with the 30 and the 60, what I'm saying, as you guys are coming up and you guys, you really didn't know what the fuck was really going on?
Oh,
like,
for sure. Like,
did you feel
no
like,
idea.
like again, like, there was that, like, the whole process until, like, now, was it hurting your fucking pride? Was it hurting you as a man? Like, what I'm saying, customary, like, we're used to, especially as Hispanics, we're used to being the head of the household, the fucking breadwinner, the bacon winner, you know what I'm saying?
Her making money never bothered me. It was, okay, what's coming next? Like, okay, cool. And for me, it was like, oh, congratulations, you did this, but what about next month? So for me, I really had to learn, like, just live in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, now I understand whatever she's doing today, that's coming next month or the month after. So we'll be set. Even if fucking the internet just shuts down today, we got a couple months to figure shit out because that's the way shit pays out. And I mean, everything's contracted, legal. You know what I mean? It's not like it's under the table work. Like, this is by the book. We got shit. Fucking tax team. We're doing everything right. I'm not about to be Wesley Snipes in prison anytime soon because we do that shit the right way. You feel me? But it was more or less of just, okay, what's next? Yeah. Whereas, because when you work in a 9 to 5, you don't have to think about
that's
next.
what I was gonna say.
Every
too.
week, 40 paid.
That
40,
transition
paid.
is so different. Yep. Like, you have to be able to transition yourself to being like a scheduled pay every 2 weeks or weekly or whatever it may be.
I'm not at work this week. I got PTO. I know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With her, it's she's at the point now to where there's no unknown. Brands are coming left and right. You know what I mean? Like, we just got signed less than 6 months ago, and we're already getting brand deals for our podcast because people want to work with her. So that's, you know what I mean? We're not out there begging people to work with us. But for me, it was just, hey, live now, enjoy the moment, and then trust that. Because, hey, there's nothing that she's done or started in that wasn't successful or didn't succeed what she wanted, right? And so now we're at a point to where we can afford to, hey, let's jump into this business venture or let's invest in this. And, hey, if it doesn't work, it's really not going to affect us now. But it's...
Yeah, let me ask you, are you guys into NFTs at all?
I'm not into NFTs. I don't know enough.
Oh, you got to get into those, bro.
Hey, I got a business that just started up in Miami, bro. I'm gonna plug you in after this podcast.
As long as it's making double, triple in my income, I'm always open. I'm not into that scamming shit though.
Oh,
if you scam it,
no. Okay, look.
Listen,
anyways, this is some shit separate
clean.
from the podcast. Look, man, I'm in part of the. We're gonna talk after the pod.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, so now, what do you feel like? What do you feel like that's next?
What do I feel like is next? The podcast. I think that's social media is cool, but at any moment, I mean, you deal with this all the time. You put your kid on there shirtless, and they look like a little girl. They're taking your shit down. Like my daughter Bronx. She's a character, bro. She's just funny. And Bethany put a video of her eating hot wings. We were in Rocky Point, and they fucking flagged her shit. They took away her paid partnership tool, and we thought she was gonna lose her page.
See, that's the shitty part about it, is being able to rely on that platform.
And their rules.
Yeah, and their rules.
At any moment, if they want to change something, they have the right to do that.
Yeah, that's how they dictate us, bro. That's how they get, like, you have to play by those rules or you won't get paid. If you rely on that shit, that they know that, they know that. That's why a lot of people, they do their OnlyFans, they do like Patreon or have their own website, like Full Send, for example, Happy Dad. They have their own shit to make their money.
So that's why with the podcast, that's ours, right? I can take that audio, I can put it on Apple, Spotify, wherever I want, but that's my content. I can say and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Now, we understand this is a business, right? So there's certain things you can't say and you know what I mean? We understand the business side of it, but I feel like the podcast is the next thing. Podcasting is so hot right now, and it's so new.
Yep.
I mean, podcasting has been around for a while, but actually everyone's starting a podcast.
Yep.
So before you dive right into that, bro, what's like the biggest advice you can give to everyone who's newly? Because I mean, you and Beth have been fucking podcasting for damn near like how many, like for a minute now?
I mean,
right?
we did take, probably 2 years.
Okay, so to everyone who's new, do you got any advice to anyone who like I mean, for a fucking example for us, because you're our second episode, bro.
For me, it's if you're getting into it strictly for money, you're already gonna fail. T.I., for example, big time rapper, TV show, all these different avenues. He started a podcast. And he actually said, yo, I had to quit my podcast because the bag wasn't what I thought it was going to be. This is somebody who, you just say T.I., you know immediately who it is, right?
Yeah.
Most of us don't have that name recognition. 100%. And yes, your name is only going to carry you so far. You have to have quality content. You got to keep people engaged because you got to think about it. Social media is one thing. We're all on our phones scrolling, right? So they may like what you post on Instagram. 3 seconds, they scroll. They watch your TikTok video, 11 seconds, then they scroll. A podcast is anywhere from 30 to, I listen to the Joe Budden podcast 3 hours a week. Twice a week, they put that shit out. Yeah. But I fuck with their content enough that I don't have 3 hours to listen to it in one sitting when I'm cleaning the toilet, when the kids are down for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's if you're strictly doing it, because I see everybody getting a bag and getting money, so I want to start a podcast, you already failed.
100%. We're doing it for fun. We love this shit. We love knowing people.
This shit is fucking fun. I can talk to great people. I mean,
get
you know
drunk.
What I'm saying? Like,
you know what I mean?
Get faded. Have a great fucking conversation. Have a real,
exactly.
not even a great conversation.
Yeah,
a fucking real life conversation, a day-to-day life conversation. You know what I'm saying? The shit that, that's what I love. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I met you, I was like, I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was. You know, bro, I found you on Instagram. I don't know what the deal is with me. Like, I used to have long hair. I had braids. Bro, I'm tipping as much as the braids cost, and I couldn't find a reliable braid person. Same thing with the barber. My fucking barber quit to go be a CDL truck driver. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck, bro, do I gotta go bald? Like, so I just went on Instagram and I typed in 10P barbers, hashtag, and everything popped up. I found this motherfucker was 5 minutes from the crib, and I was like, yo, I gotta hit him up.
Yo, is he tatted yet?
He
started.
The video that popped up was him crying on the bench.
Damn, why can't say I gotta fucking be crying? That's tough.
You were in tears, but
that shit,
you know what I mean?
Hurt. Fuck you.
And so that's how we even connected. And I didn't hit him on my wife is this fucking huge Arizona. I was just like, bro, I want this to be, if he cuts hair, dope, now I'm fuck with him. You know what I mean? Everything else that comes after that. But I wasn't like, yo, check out my wife's page type. You know what I mean? Because I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't want people to fuck with me because my wife is one of the bigger influencers out of Arizona. I want people to fuck with me because they're genuine. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many fake people in this world, and they just want to attach themselves to you.
And honestly, bro,
100%.
like our conversations every time you come to the shop, like it's real, it's fucking genuine. I tell you my crazy ass stories. You tell me about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Little behind the scenes of what the fuck between you and Beth. You know what I'm saying? Between the kids, and I like because you me. You know what I'm saying? We both have kids, and we keep it real and overall in general, bro.
And even the 2 times that I even entered the shop and you were there, bro was giving mad advice. Like he wants to give back to his people, no matter what, the people that he loves. And
I'm sorry. It's
really?
Fucking, yeah. No homo.
But no, I respect that. Like hella, even doing this podcast.
But that's bro. I come from nothing, bro. When
I fucking
like I said, I thought I hit the jackpot with her. All that shit went to hell. So she came down to my level, bro. We lived in a 600 square foot apartment, bro. I remember the first She called me one night and was like, "Hey, there's a helicopter out there flashing its light, and there's talking on the microphone." I was like, "Oh yeah, just stay away from the window, and if someone comes banging on the door, don't answer it." Yeah. You know what I mean? So even for her, even though she grew up with a little bit more money, she still came down to my level. We lived in the hood, bro. We still live in the hood, like, you know what I mean? But I come from nothing, so my thing is, bro, when I figured something out and I found a way to make money and change lives, and I think that's a big thing is people make money, but I'm changing for life-changing wealth, bro. I want to change my nana's life. I want to change my parents' life.
100%.
I want to change my great-grandkids' life. You know what I mean? And I know we keep saying I'm not racist. White people, bro, they set their fucking kids up. When you know what I mean? Hispanics, when they turn 18, oh, mijo, you gotta go. You gotta go find a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My grandma's still preaching. My nana's still preaching that to me. Like, you have to find a a reliable job, career to stay in and stay. You know what I mean? Stay, get your pension up, all the different types of shit. When in reality, the real money is when you make your own business, when you make your own shit happen.
Bro, like put some money aside for your kids.
That too.
Bro, when my kids are 18 years old, they're gonna be millionaires. They get paid every week, bro. Every week they get a paycheck from the Garcia Diaries LLC.
I ain't gonna cap, bro.
It.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not giving my kids no assets.
That's a problem, bro. Because what happens if you die
I'm
today?
trying to tell you this, 'cause, like, to me personally, bro, like, I grew up with nothing. I grew up homeless. I grew up eating out of trash cans, bro. I grew up with at 12, bro. I learned
That whiskey started to hit me.
I'm like, Z, yo, you're gonna have to drive, bro.
Like, to me, I learned how to cook crack at the age of 12, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, at 18, I was addicted to meth. And I built this fucking foundation. And I would tell my kids, like, yo, if your dad's able to do it, you should be able to do it. No fucking problem.
But why?
You know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm telling. Look, if there was no struggle, if you never struggled, you wouldn't appreciate the process of the struggle. So now, like, I look back on everything. Like, I was homeless almost my whole life, bro. I never had my mom.
Okay.
I didn't cry for a new mommy. I didn't cry for a new daddy.
I get that. I get you don't want to,
you know, but I
hand
want
everything to your kids and then they grow up and they're unappreciative.
Because my life insurance right now is $100,000, but upgraded for $300,000. I want to leave it to where my kids cannot have that money until they do something bigger than themselves.
What does that mean though? Like, it sounds cool. What's bigger than themselves? Honestly,
what do you think is bigger than you? Like, to me, like, personally, bro, I don't think I've ever done anything bigger than me. Like, the podcast and the barbering, the meeting people, the greeting hands.
If your kids follow your footsteps, they can't access that money. So let's say, how old's you got what, 2 and a 3-year-old?
Yeah, I have 2 and a 3-year-old and another one on the way.
Okay, let's say 12 years go by. Something happens to you. Unfortunately, you pass away when they're 15, right? Now, you got a following on social media, TikTok. What are you doing with that? You know what I mean? Like, are you just want it to end at you? You have 3 sons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you seem like a good dad. You want to set them up. I'm not saying, bro, hand them a couple $100,000, none of that. But the thing is, you had your first kid when you were what age?
I was 18.
18. Did you have somewhere to live? Like, did you live with somebody or were you by yourself?
You know how you talk about you were living with, like, how you hit the jackpot bet? I hit the jackpot with my baby mama. I was honestly in a group home at the time when my baby mama met me.
Okay, okay, that for you, that's a jackpot. But think about it. Think about this. To a normal person, right? Do you want your kids to grow up in group homes?
Fuck no.
Okay, exactly. So to a normal kid, a normal teenager, that's not the jackpot, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Every generation, it's got to evolve. And I get
100%.
the whole, I don't want to give my kids a silver platter, but at the same time, I want my kids to have the option. Yo, I can go to college and still live at mom and dad's house and get a degree. Even though I don't have a degree, my wife doesn't have a degree. Bro, we're going to make $1 million off of social media this year. And I say that as humble as possible, bro. You see my house, I don't live in a fucking mansion. My neighbors aren't white. You feel me? Because for me, I want my kids to be cultured. Bro, the house we bought is still in the hood. Not the hood where I live now. But I don't want my kids to be the minority. My daughter, she came home from school one day talking about, yeah, my friend told us that his parents used to lock him in the closet. So CPS had to come and take him out.
God
Another
damn.
friend, hey, her mom didn't want her. So now her new stepmom is nice. So just by me staying in the hood, they're interacting with people who don't live the same life as them. Now, if I moved to Gilbert and had them around all the other rich kids, their perception of life is, oh, this is life. Everyone's got it easy. We're going skiing in Colorado. No, fuck that, right? But I want my kids to be able to watch. Listen, it's not like this for everybody.
Yep.
Listen, we're in the Bahamas this summer. Some of these kids, they're watching their younger siblings, right? So even though I'm taking my kids out of that, because I was the oldest of 4, so I was the babysitter, fall break, spring break, summer break, winter break. My parents had to go to work, right? But they're still interacting with everyday normal people that are going through the struggle. But my thing is, I'm still exposing them to real life, even though they don't technically have to live that. They got friends that are going through that shit. Yeah. Friends that hey, they can't eat. But I want my kids to be the light. And I think when you say something greater than themselves, I want my kids just by how I'm raising them, and hey, yo, encourage them, help other people. Because listen, I was that kid that went to school and I acted like I had my shit together, but I didn't have shit together, bro.
I didn't have shit growing up,
but that's what I'm
man.
saying. You say what's greater than ourselves, bro. I want my kids to touch people's lives, not because they're the children of the Garcia dad. No, because they're genuine human beings and I'm raising them right. That's what I'm doing.
That's what I wanted. My kids are so like there's a different way, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up gang banging, drug dealing. Fuck, like I got my cousin tatted on my neck because he got accused of some shit, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to bury my own cousin because of some stupid shit in the hood.
So for me, I'm gonna be real with y'all. So my biological dad, like I said, has 11 questionable more kids, right? So he had 4 kids, and then me, and then he's got a bunch of other kids under me. My 3 brothers that are older than me, one of them's in prison on a murder charge, self-defense, 10 years. He'll be home soon. Another one blew somebody's dick off, rival gangs. He looked at him the wrong way. The other one's in prison, tweaked out, right? And then there's me, and then there's my the younger siblings. There are about 6 of them. Their mom just left one day. So I feel guilty because I'm like, bro, if I was a nut faster or slower, I would have been in their shoes. I wouldn't be in this position today. So for me, I look at it as I feel guilty sometimes, bro, because I'm like, damn. You know, and I had a mom that, yo, even though whatever she was going through, she was still like, hey, I don't want you hanging, banging, slinging. I don't want you involved in that. And as a kid, I was like, damn, this shit sucks. All my homies are out there doing this or that, involved in this, and I can't be involved with that. And then they went to church, and then shit changed. You know what I mean? So I went from, hey, my parents are heroin addicts, now they're in church. So I got both ends of the spectrum. Yeah. As a teenager, I'm like, fuck, bro, why can't I go to the movies? Why can't I do certain shit? But it made me who I am today. So I feel guilty. But for me, I take that as, okay, I take care of my nephew, right? His dad's like, bro, he's supposed to come out in 2 months. His shit got extended until next year. Bro, my nephew, my brother went to prison. He's 9 years old when his lady was pregnant. You know what I mean? And he's never hugged his dad outside of a prison wall. You know what I mean? And so for me, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than the Garcia Diaries. This is bigger than me getting on a podcast
and that's what
talking my shit.
Talking about. Like, see, shit like that, it really impacting somebody's fucking life, dog. Because, you know, like me personally, bro, I never knew who my dad was until a few years ago.
Okay.
And I just come to find out that he was locked up with like Tommy Chong. He was locked up with Jordan Belfort. And the motherfuckers were in for a little minute. You know what I'm saying?
He knew some people. So that's what I'm saying. So I have all these expectations of my kids that they don't even know about. They don't know my trauma. They don't know my pain. They don't know why I go hard, right? So why not when they turn 18, when they turn 21, I'm going to hand them 6 figures. Yo, go buy a house. Do you know how dope it would have been for me to be able to have my own house at 18 years old?
How much further you could have gone.
To not have to worry about rent. You know what I mean? So you're saying, I don't want to give my kids a silver platter, but what I went through in my life, I'm putting into them. They don't even know it.
Yeah.
See, the thing with my kids is what I do is like, hey, this is like whenever they get older, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what daddy went through. This is real. This is real life. This is the scary shit. Mm-hmm. Life is not as beautiful as TLC or any other fucking network fucking predicts it to be. It, yeah. You know, like life is not as what it seems. Because bro, like 12 years old, I was slanging. I learned how to cook crack at fucking young age, bro. You know what I'm saying? I knew what meth was. I knew how to fucking shoot. I was helping these fucking heroin addicts shoot up. Yeah. Because I didn't want them to help them. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, prevent them from overdosing and shit like that. Shooting the wrong fucking vein. You know what I mean?
And that's cool. And that's cool. I mean, that's not cool. That's sad.
That's what I never want my kids to know. Exactly. But hey, boys, this is what real life is. So let's move from the different path. Daddy went through all that, so y'all don't have to.
Exactly. But then again, every single day, if you're hearing, well, daddy did this, daddy did that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask to be here.
Like, look. So dad did this. Fuck that. Let's do this is a whole new life. We can go like, you know what fucks me up, bro? Is like sometimes I'll cry, bro. I take my kids to the aquarium. I'm like, damn, like I never went to the aquarium.
Little things like that,
bro. But never in my life I went to the aquarium. I never went to the zoo. I never got to experience what it's like to eat at a fucking restaurant. I knew what it's like to eat out of a fucking trash can. Actually, eat someone else's leftover with a pizza or a fucking piece of corn that was all chewed up. I knew what that was like, but I never knew what it was like to actually eat like a fresh fucking hot meal.
But like we said earlier, sometimes we get so caught up in, I had this, I don't want that you don't realize.
This is
okay,
like the realest conversation.
what problem
y'all
are
can
you
ever hear,
creating here, bro? That's the thing is, people think being given things is a bad thing, bro. But it's like, there's a reason why
these white people
have generational
wealth, bro.
You know what I mean?
There's a reason.
I want my great grandkids to go to college, get a degree,
Yep.
all that shit, bro. I don't want to. Hey, your grandson's in prison. I don't want that. I want to end that cycle. The gangs, all that shit before me. I don't want my great grandkids to even know what that shit feels like.
If you give them, you give them what they know. So if you give them the hard road, that's all they're gonna know. That means they have to find it within themselves to go a different path or route. If you look at Donald Trump, for instance, he was given like a couple $1 million.
This motherfucker went there, huh?
He was given
Trump.
he was given a couple $1 million and made it to $1 billion. You know what I mean? If you give your kids that path, they'll, God willing, they'll make it triple that path. You know what I mean? Or they'll do it the negative route, where if you give them the negative route, as in, child abuse, they had to witness, or not child abuse, they had to witness a domestic violence or anything in that case, they might triple that. You know what I mean? They only learn from what you give them.
Exactly.
Legitimately. Like that's the whole point of this life shit, is that when you have these kids, you're not supposed to be thinking about your past. You're supposed to be thinking about their future, and whatever you put in affects their future.
You know what? I love this. I love how this pod. I love how this pod is going, because especially as us as starting off as 3 young dads. You know what I'm saying? Or as 3 young fathers. You know what I'm saying? So we all come from 3 vision. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're all like
different walks of life.
This is different walks of life, bro. So like this is powerful. So especially I feel like there's like some young father, you know what I'm saying, someone who's just finding out that their woman is pregnant or their girlfriend is pregnant, don't know how to fucking take this information. Homie, keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Like Tupac said, bro, keep your head up, bro. There's always, I tell everyone, bro, like no matter how bad or how ugly the storm is, bro, there's a fucking prettier fucking rainbow, homie. And you know what? If you're able to make it, I'm able to make it, and you're able to make it, bro. It's the possibilities are endless, bro. You know what I'm saying?
In times, it may seem like, damn, this is it.
Get emotional as fuck.
This is it, right? I remember being on food stamps, leaving the food stamp office, and they're like, you only get $40.
I feel that. I relate that.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna buy with $40 at the grocery store, right?
God, bro.
And stressing and fucking starting a fight with my lady. You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, that $40, I could have looked at it from a different perspective. Hey, that's $40 I don't have.
But you know what? I was so thankful, because you know what, bro? I grew up fucking my mom left us, I'm saying, at an early age. She got addicted to drugs. My dad was never really in my life because of my mom. And I grew up fucking robbing houses, bro, just to feed my brothers and sisters. There was times at night, like, I thank God, I look back, I'm like, damn, my kids are never gonna go through this. I used to eat hot sauce just to fill my stomach up. You know what I'm saying, bro? And it's fucking like, I used to rob people's houses, bro, my neighbors, just so I can feed my brothers and sisters. You know what? And I married Sir. I said, no matter what, face tattooed, not dropping out of high school and all, bro, no matter what, I'm gonna make it.
So I saw something for you to think about, because I listen.
This is deep.
Listen, the strip club is my vice. I love the strip club. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, I was there last night.
Hey, you still?
I'm gonna be honest.
Stay real to that
think
shit.
about this. You get paid daily, right?
Yeah.
You have no problem going there, blowing a band, $500, right, at the strip club. For me, I go to the strip club because I like beautiful women. And I like tricks. You know, their little ring, that motherfucker gets me every time. If they can spit on that ring, I'm making that shit rain.
Oh God, bro, that shit.
But I for me, bro, I couldn't imagine doing that and not putting some away for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, how am I gonna pay for her kids' formula, but I'm not putting anything away for my kids? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
And that's all it is. But you can have stipulations and whatever it is. But like I said, how are you gonna look at your kids and be like, yo, you need to go to college? You can touch this money when you get a degree when you didn't do that yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? You know what the biggest question I get asked, bro, is a lot of people like, what if your kid doesn't want to graduate high school? What if your kid doesn't want to what if your kid wants to take the same path as you? You know what I'm saying? And like tattoos and all that shit. I'm
or
like,
that path that society doesn't.
you know what? I wanted to beat the norm because you know I love the stigma that comes with the tattoos with the dropping out of high school. You know I love the stigma that comes with it because you know what, motherfucker, I bet you I'm gonna make it more than anyone you fucking know. I bet you I'm gonna make it more.
Think about this though, with your kids, your grandkids. What if the norm is good job, 6-7 figure income, right? What if that's the norm? We beat the norm, right? People like us, they don't make it in the positions where we made it because we come from that.
Like, well, that's not the normality.
But I don't want that to be the norm for my grandkids, bro.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I completely fucking agree with that, bro.
My why is my kids, my wife.
I fucking love how you said my why because you know what? I read the book. You ever read the book Millionaire Success Habits?
I haven't.
Dog, it exactly talks about that. Ask yourself why 7 fucking times, and you know what? I ask myself like, why do I want to make more money? Why do I want to make this? Why? Dog, it all comes back to my kids.
And from the manager at Walmart, McDonald's to the millionaire, we all got a why. Because listen, 100%. It doesn't matter what you do, what your profession is, how you make your. Even the drug dealers, dog. There's a reason they keep on doing it. Whether it's the chains. Right? The ice, the cars, the clothes. Everyone has a why.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're just some self-motivated person that, I just want to be rich. Everyone has a reason why they keep on going. 100%. Right? NFL players. Oh, shit, I got 30 mouths to feed. I can't kneel with Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone has a reason they do it. But why does your why have to be limited? I want my kids to be millionaires by the time they graduate high school.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Generational
hey,
wealth.
Deuce, if you lose this million, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tried. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, you got to do a 6-month stint in prison. That's how you know you're... No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I worry about is, if I'm projecting, well, I grew up like this. I did that. I did this. Then I'm creating that in my kid's mind. And they're going to try to replicate that when they really haven't had the experience in that shit. My son right now, if at any point this motherfucker wants to start gangbanging, acting a fool, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? That's not you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to act how we saw what was in our environment. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want my kids, I want them to act right. And not have to be gangbangers or because all it is at this point for my kids is they're wannabes. You know what I'm saying? And they're fake.
Exactly, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. For you, it's like, yes, it's a reminder. I had this. I didn't have that. I couldn't get a 6-piece chicken nugget from McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, no, you know what? Daddy worked hard today for that Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all perspective, how you look at things and how you maneuver things. You can teach your kids responsibility without having to really put them in the struggle.
So I actually have a question then with that statement that you're saying right now. If you're putting him in, and this is no disrespect, if you're putting them in a school that they do have that environment around them, because they're in school for how many hours of the day?
8 hours.
8 hours.
6 to 8, depending.
6 to 8. 5 days out of the week. So their environment is the people that are going through that situation. Mm-hmm. So like if you look at how, and I hate putting this out there, like the white people or whatever, but let's say Gilbert area, you see how they roll with their environment. They're more in tuned, their minds are more in tune into the school than they are their parents most of the time, just because they have more time in school.
Yeah.
So with that statement, as in, if the fear is they're gonna be wannabes if they do that, it's probably because of the environment that they're in under the school. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So like,
you are your environment essentially. Right?
Essentially, that's what I'm saying. So what my thing is with the teaching, how like I would present it is you would like how I want to put it as I want them at the best school, just so that they can learn and have that vocabulary into it. Like they have the vocabulary, they have the people around them that have the same type of circle of what they want to be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So how do you go like with your statement of saying that? How would you like interject with that? How would you argue that?
My thing with my kids is we're open and honest and we have conversation. Obviously, gotcha. Age appropriate conversations, but there's nothing that my kids can't come to me and ask. And so I'm reminding them, yo, listen, you know, when my daughter's telling me this story, I'm telling her, yo, you know, I'm telling her similar stories for myself. And, you know, oh, maybe that kid that, you know, is disrespectful and loud in class is acting out like that because he doesn't get attention from school. So instead of you saying, hell, like, yo, let's make fun of this kid, let's bully this kid, you're coming from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just paying my kids and having them live in a bubble. We're actually having conversations. But what works for us is I was that kid that acted out, that was someone totally different at home than I was at school.
Yeah.
But also I think of life isn't always what, you know what I mean? Life isn't what you want to do. You ran into him, right? Have you ever hung out with people like him before?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So, but life is so diverse. You know what I'm saying? Even when, let's say my kid grows up private school, 6-figure tuition. When they go to college, there's people from all walks of life there. So you can have the best education. You can go. Kids from the hood go to Harvard. Yeah. You know, you have that one kid that just stands out in a job place. Think about Walmart, McDonald's, up to real estate. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Life isn't just the people like-minded individuals. And I think, you know, for me, I went to public school.
Yeah.
So when I moved to Gilbert and I went to a school that was all white, I was culture shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids eat dinner with their family every night. They have both parents. You know what I'm saying? Whereas my wife grew up in private school, Christian school, all these other things. She got to the real world and she didn't know how to act.
100%, yeah.
Because everyone else is different. At a public school. My kid's school right now, think about this. It's on the scale of 1 to 10, it's a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to send my kids there because of that score.
Yeah.
But a lot of these kids, when they go home, they don't have that support at home because their parents got to work a 9 to 5, 10 to 10, whatever it is. Their parents don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of, not saying these kids aren't smart, they just don't have the support. And I think that's a big thing, is support plays a huge role. Your community and your foundation, it don't matter if you live in Beverly Hills or you live in Guadalupe. If you got people that support you and are going to encourage you and motivate you, because being rich doesn't automatically make you successful.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
100%,
Having money doesn't mean anything. But it's community and engaging with people that really fuck with you and really want you to succeed, and that they're going to dedicate their time, their money, whatever it is. That's all it is. And that's why that's what's so great about, you know, us living in America is people like me, bro. I was on Section 8, food stamps, WIC, to where I'm at now off of the internet, bro. Social media. I think, I'm going to go back to school just so I can have a degree on the wall. So when my kids want to fuck up at school and be like, nah, look at that. I was a 17-year-old dad and I got a degree in underwater basketball. Give a fuck what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's fucking 100%. Crazy that you say that shit, bro. So what do you feel like is going to be like the light that you're going to be able to shine into your kids? And they'll say like the background story, you be like, hey, look, you know, so like, you know, like how I say is like, daddy came from this. You know, you understand what I'm talking about?
So I think the thing with us is, you know, I had 2 kids when we were poor, like government assistance, food stamps. And so I can reference, when Brooklyn was a baby, like we couldn't afford to do this. We couldn't afford to do that. So when I talk to my younger kids, I'm like, when she was a baby, she didn't have this fancy ass rocker, this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also my thing is like, I don't care about the world. That comes secondary. If I can have an impact on my kid's life, if my son understands like, yo, there's a way to talk to women. There's a way to talk to your peers. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, she's a football player. She's cold as fuck.
I know. I saw that shit. I was like, God damn, bro. She can hit. She's probably gonna be the first women NFL player.
Twice a week. Twice a week we train with professional athletes.
God damn, that's lit.
My thing is, I want to impact their lives so much that when they go out in public, their shit just radiate. They don't have to say a word. Hey, watch my game tape. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I can't worry about my impact on the world if I'm not making a positive impact on in my own home.
in your own circle.
Because I'm a firm believer
That's
is
powerful, bro.
if your house isn't in order, I'm not saying, oh, I'm the man, I'm the boss. No, fuck that. Because my wife is the boss. She's the breadwinner. Everything runs through her. But we're making that impact at home, which we're raising. I have 5 kids, so I have 5 opportunities to change the world. Everything else comes secondary.
100%.
And that was even before the bread, before the notoriety, before anything. It was just something that I wanted to do.
Biggest advice you can give to anyone
Yeah,
out there.
we're probably gonna wrap it
we're
up.
probably
Right
gonna
now.
ready to
Biggest
wrap it up.
advice, just in general.
Yeah, you know, the biggest advice to a young parent out there. Let's start with a young parent.
I'm kind of drunk, so I might have just rambled a little bit.
The biggest advice you can give
Producer,
overall,
make sure you
bro.
cut this shit out.
The biggest advice you can give overall, dog. I mean, you and me talk a lot. We talk every. Damn, you're in the shop every 2 weeks, every week.
Biggest. It's so cliche because it's said over and over again. But
If you to a young man in your shoes, to someone watching right now that's in your shoes, getting ready to live through, I wanted to say your life, but like a young man that's like it. If you can tell your younger self, what would you tell your younger self, dog? Let's just say that.
okay, so my first word of advice is do not become a teenage parent. Off the top, wrap that shit up. Because listen, fucking is fun. I'll be the first to admit it. But having a kid really, if you're a good parent, if you want to be real, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have a kid, leave him at Nana's house all you want. But if you want to be a good parent, bro, having a kid is it's so difficult because any goal. This fool was 14 years old when he had a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like were you in high school yet or in 8th grade?
I got a girl pregnant in 8th grade and got my first.
He
kid
wasn't even in high school yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you may have wanted to play varsity football or shit. You look like a badminton guy. I don't know.
I did play varsity football, by the way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like some people aren't afforded that
it was
luxury.
Definitely
And it's so, you know, your teenage years, high school years are so critical to your development in life, bro. Because so many people, they gotta work in high school and they have responsibilities, and then they start having kids and a family, and then they start making a little bread and they start acting a fool because, hey, I never got to do this before. But my thing is, and it's so cliche, my advice is keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's opportunities. 14-year-old dad, this fool fucking gave his kid the Sharpie. I'm a 17-year-old dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep pushing and keep going. And there's so many opportunities, especially in America, bro. Get on government assistance. Get WIC. Get food stamps if you need it.
Yeah, we're in an amazing country, man. There's people in Mexico, just down south.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
First world country.
That's where my family's from, man. You know, and just seeing them over there, it's definitely a blessing to be here. That's
Don't
for
get
sure.
me wrong. I'm not one of them fucking, like, I'll never wear an American flag. Like, I'm not one of them, but I'm grateful, bro. Like, I have family in Mexico that every year, bro, they fucking try to get smuggled across just because the opportunity, bro. McDonald's, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But keep
like
pushing.
$15 an hour now.
And like you said, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
You got any last words before we end the pod, bro?
Plug your stuff too, bro.
Oh yeah, shit. The Garcia Diaries on Instagram. You can follow me, Sir Garcia Diaries. I'm not really involved. I'm more behind the camera. The Garcia Diaries podcast, unfiltered. Shit on Spotify, or however you listen to your podcast. But fuck, man, they're just starting. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can come on a platform and talk, but you know, if you got shitty content, people won't listen. So keep doing what you're doing, keep pushing, bro. Take care of them babies, dog.
You already know.
Cause
more to fucking come.
Hey,
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for having us here. We're at your place. You welcomed us. I appreciate that so much.
That was awesome, bro.
No
All
problem.
right, let's get another shot in, and that wraps up episode number 2. Everyone, I appreciate everyone tuning the fuck in. We're gonna take another shot. We're gonna go out to eat. I might go fucking settle for some cocaine and hookers. Let's get another shot in.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Shit, listen, I'm
I gotta take a
right
Wiz Khalifa.
I gotta take a piss right
I love
now.
you guys. Anyone out there, make sure you guys keep your head up. Like Tupac said, brighter days to come. You know what I'm saying?
That's the intern right there.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go ahead. Let's get this last shot in.
Like, subscribe, listen,
Like,
download,
hey.
whatever the fuck you listen.
Yeah, plug your
do.
shit. Damn.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's get.
Make sure you follow me, Wealthy motherfucking Barber. Follow me on TikTok, Wealthy Barber #1, Wealthy Barber 2. I have a backup page because TikTok be fucking playing. Follow my boy Yo.D
Yeah,
on
hey, there's like
Instagram.
7 O's in that bitch and then a period D. So yeah,
Bring
it'll
that
be in the
shit up.
description.
At the
Don't-
end of the day,
Anyways.
let's get this money together.
sir.
There's
Let's
enough
fuck
for us
bitches,
all.
get money, and eat some ass.
Let's
Cheers.
go, man.
Gracias a Dios.